lineouts for the Rionn C final. Starting with Scoil Barra Beaumont wearing the green and gold of Blackrock and of Kerry. Sean Crowley in goals. Number 2, Derek Remington. Number 3, Roy Downey. Number 4, Rory O'Sullivan. Number 5, Stuart Dollery. Number 6, centre half back Adrian Caoimh. Number 7, William Darcy. Number 8, midfield Barry Hennebury. Agus ifar an A, Michael O'Sullivan. Ifar dóiag, ifar hendiag Derek Gosnell. Ifar dóiag Rory Beechner. Ifar trídiag Eamon Dwyer. Ifar cehardiag Miles Costello. Agus ifar coigdiag corner forward Mark Healy. Pyramid, number 16, Des Lawler. 17 is Kerry Morton. 18 is Trevor O'Connor. 19, Paul Irwin. 20, Graham Kane. 21, Graham Kelly. 22, John O'Sullivan. 23, John O'Brien. And 24, Gerard Quigley. Shinagriv Scoil Barra Beaumont. Ballinora wearing the Mayo type colours, green with red in goals. Number 1, Michael O'Donoghue. Number 2, cornerback Brendan McSweeney. Number 3, Paul O'Neill. Number 4, Eamon Brophy. Number 5, Paul O'Driscoll. Centre half back number 6, Desmond Lynch. Ivra Shocked, Kieran Tuig. Lorna Parker, Ivra Hooked, James Bennett. Ivra Nay, Gerald Lane. Half forwards, number 10, Michael Hurley. Number 11, Robert Honahan. And number 12, Mark Rock. Full forward line, number 13, Anthony McSweeney. 14 is Cathal O'Connor, and 15, Barra Casey. The subs, Ivra Shadiag, Colin Dummigan, Ivra Shocktiag, Graham Fitton, Ivra Hooktiag, Willie Deneen, Ivra Nadiag, Cormac O'Shea, Ivra Feha, William Morrissey. Feha Hain is Kevin Falvey, Feha Do, David Hurley, and Feha 3, Paul Brophy. Shinagriv Ballinora. Agus an Ray Jordan, Clahenov, Garrod O'Chokla, running out there. It's a very, very heavy pitch in Pairc Ui Caoimh today. We've had a lot of rain beforehand. It'll be testing conditions for these two teams. Agus Tommy Drake us know and saw Pairc Ui Caoimh, the Rionn C final. Ger Copley from Scoil 3 is our referee, and the finalists in Rionn C are Scoil Barra of Beaumont wearing the green and gold, and Ballinora wearing the green and red. The ball is thrown in, 20 minutes per half here in Sciath Scoil football finals. Beaumont in an early attack. The attack broken up by Ballinora's Eamon Brophy. He pulls in the ball on the ground. Hard tackling there on Kieran Tuig, but Kieran belts the ball out towards the centre. Up they go for it. It breaks over to the far side. Should be number 5's Stuart Dollery. Stuart gathers and under pressure kicks high, but it's grabbed in the middle of the field by Gerard Lane for Ballinora, opening up the play to the far side to his centre half forward, Robert Honahan. Robert putting it through to number 12, Mark Rock. Mark turns around, kicks it in. That should bounce wide, yes. Beaumont full back Roy Downey, who had a brother on the 83 team, is content to see that one bounce wide. The pitch is very heavy, very greasy. A lot of rain just before this game. It's lightened a bit now, but still very, very tough conditions for these young lads. And so far in the early minutes, just 1 minute played, they're playing good football even as it is, catching the ball well and kicking it long. Ivra Coigan's son, the Scoil Barra, Sinead Dollery are east, trying to get it on the ground, doesn't connect. Very, very close marking, ball gone near the sideline, gone over the sideline under the stand here. And the linesman's flag is waving. The linesmen, by the way, are the Lions boys, are all from Tupperry and Downick, from Sunday's Well School, and they do a great job here every year. Beaumont looking confident so far. A long, mighty drive by centre half back Adrian Caoimh, driving it down. It's hooked inside, a great chance for number 15. That's Mark Healy. Mark trying to gather. Is Mark, gets a shoulder, looks in, kicks in, and ooh, side netting. A let off there for Ballinora in the early moments. The kick out for Ballinora will be taken by Michael O'Donoghue in the goal. Michael with the red shirt. Striding out, looking for a free man, finding a free man. The free man is Desmond Lynch, the centre half back. Desmond, left footing it high, not a very long kick. Should be number 8 for Beaumont, that's Hennebury. Down along the wing, Beaumont on the attack on the far side. Ball on the ground, Iver Doigan's son, Sinead Edward Mooney trying to get it in, gets it in towards the goal, the big full forward, and Fahak Miles. Miles catches that ball and Miles throws it over the bar. And acknowledges the pass. That's the big number 14, Miles Costello. He will cause a lot of problems, and even in these early minutes I'm noticing that Beaumont have a few big men. They have another big man along the Pairc, and on a heavy wet day like this, well, size could make a very big difference. Hard pulling down there. No quarter being asked or given. Eventually the ball is kicked over the line, and the referee indicates, and the linesmen both indicate, a line ball for Scoil. Cooley Navan Marshinnik Scoil. Gonna end score Fosig Ballinora agus tá. Gone moment go le, imethe, sa céad le. Iver Ui Caoimh Hogan. Stuart Dollery played last year on the Holy Cross Mahon team. Won a medal here in Scoil. Ball breaks inside nicely for Eamon Dwyer, trying to get in, but out come the backs. Well played by the backs, out towards the line. That ball will surely beat that midfield player over the line. It does, despite Gerard Lane's best efforts, and it will be yet another sideline ball for Scoil Beaumont. Stuart Dollery, Arish. Stuart, Caoimh, the stock, the drone cool. Up goes the big man, breaks it down. The break might come for himself. Trying to gather it, failing to get it first time. Puts the toe to it, but only as far as Gerard Lane, and Gerard is dragged. Will take the quick free himself. This quick free has really speeded up the Scoil games. Lovely football up along the wing there from Ballinora. Their first chance of a real attack, but nicely broken up by 2 Scoil men. No nonsense football out along the far side, but Robert Honan is out there. Driving it along the ground, very near the line on the far side. The linesman flag is waving. A sideline ball for Scoil, and it should be, over to take it goes Adrian Collin. One of the famous Black Rock Collins. He left foot that one, not a very long kick. It might work out. No, it doesn't. Ballinora, Rionn C. Faravan and Sonny Giri get the stop tash yet stop and ish and Farshin and Reach, Dollery. Again, Martana Clare Kedla. Ballinora, Egirig, Dollar, Stock, Shine, Lacholi, Loricus on Desmond Lynch. Desmond is foul, takes the quick free, not a very good one. Out come the Scoil backs again. Ball breaking in the centre of the field, along the ground. Surely off the ground by the big man, yes indeed, Miles Costello. And down under us here we see Mr. Liam McAvoy, the coach for Scoil Beaumont, looking more like Captain Birdseye today with his fishing gear on. And he's scratching his head. He looks worried in these early moments. His team are doing well enough. He's issuing instructions. Now it's Ballinora, Rionn C. Iver 3D Abdov Shud. Anthony McSweeney falls to the ground. And the greasy ground gets a nice ball into Robert Honan. Honan making tracks. Left putting it high. It's a dangerous ball. Will break about 5. No, it bounces over the heads of backs and forwards. 15 is Barra Casey. Barra looking for room to swing his leg. Passes it inside. Doesn't succeed. Gets it back again. Toes it into the danger zone. Backs and forwards pulling on it. One of the forwards who pulled on it was James Bennett, the midfielder, number 8. And James's shot goes harmlessly wide on the far side. So I let off for Scoil. 5 minutes played in the first half. To kick out, full back, right down me. Ball breaking, they're trying to grab it, eventually somebody does. Belts it out, good ball, but skids away from the forward, and out comes cornerback Brendan McSweeney. Loses that one on this occasion, however. Aktash Yasar, Kieran to it. Kieran drives a mighty ball down the far wing. Will it go over the line? Despite the valiant efforts of, I think it was Robert Honan to keep it in play there, I'm not sure. But eventually the ball finishes over the line. It will be a line ball for Scoil agus Adrian Collin Caoimh Hogan. Will to get asked to stock Adrian Gadi Rory Beechner. Rory turning it nicely and putting it in. Number 11 going to gather it there was Derek Gosnell of the Black Rock Gosnells. Gozzy as he's known to his friends. Ball eventually finishes up over the line on the far side. Agus kick to Evline. Aha, the Scoil Toco Gloche. Stacked roll on the Pairc in front of the goal, but a nice little push there. Well spotted by referee George Coakley. And the quick free out is taken to Gerard Lane. Lane looking for a free man. There's no free man except the Scoil man. And that man is a man who's played a great game so far. Dollery along the ground. Nice controlled football there, but in this occasion The pass went astray, but they've got it back. Scoil Rionn C reached the ball, breaking aside to the big full forward. Miles swinging that right foot, but this one will go harmlessly wide. He didn't really look up on that occasion. He hit it first time, and he'll be disappointed with that. The kick out from Michael O'Donoghue over to the far side. Well grabbed there by one of the Scoil boys. A nice toe to hand, but now he's surrounded by two Ballinora players. Lovely ball in towards the corner forward position. Will the corner forward get to it before it goes over the line? Corner back and corner forward, tussling corner forward is Eamon Dwyer. Eamon trying to gather. He's beaten, however, by Eamon Brophy, the two Eamons. But Eamon Brophy couldn't control his kick. The wet ball skinned off his foot, out over the line. And number 8, Barry Hennebury, whose father Jim managed, or was the chairman rather, of Cork City FC a few years ago. And here comes Barry now to take this kick. Looking in towards the goal. There's a huge crowd of them in that goal. He floats a very dangerous ball in. It bounces in the corner of the square. A back gets a hand to it. I think the back was Paul O'Driscoll, number 5, and concedes a 45. That ball could have gone anywhere. On a wet day like this, a very dangerous ball. Number 9 for Scoil there, Michael O'Sullivan, wasn't aware that the whistle had blown for the 45 and he was ready to attack again. Instead he leaves it for Adrian Collin to take the 45. Adrian takes his time, looks in, left foots it beautifully in, dangerous ball! Oh, all the way to the back of the net. Michael O'Donoghue came out, but it's very, very hard to be critical of goalkeepers today because the ground is so greasy. Michael lost his footing and misjudged the ball. It slipped in under his fingers and ended up on the back of the net. So a great start for Scoil. 8.5 minutes played and they lead by 4 points. No breeze at all blowing here today in Pairc Ui Caoimh. The flags are hanging straight down on a very wet and very dreary October day. Kerachulini Consosig Initiata Scoil Bara. Agus he is phone and Chin Kihimid quid Ifagri Goshki and a Scoil, who are to be commended for the great job they're doing. Some of the cameramen as well from the Cork Examiner, who've given us great coverage over the past few days. The kick out over to the far side, and it's picked up by Paul O'Driscoll. Paul hooks it over his head. Now Ballinora trying to open up an attack for their first goal, but that should be easy for Derek Remington. Remington Steele drives it out to the centre, and away comes Scoil again along the ground. They're mixing the play well, Scoil. They're catching it when they can, but then on other occasions they're just driving it along the ground, which is a very advisable thing on the wet day. Our leaving sideline for Eamon Brophy. Eamon puts it very near the line and it's caught by Derek Remington. Derek, however, his kick is equally quickly intercepted on the far side, and now it's Scoil Ballinora Gierig Rionn C. Holland de Velle. Ever doyev de Scoil Beachiner. Fanataloon. Gdiever Hocht. Barra Hennebury. Is Jack a drawn Coine draw Mark Healy. Mark is beaten on this occasion, but he gets great help. Great support play there. And surely a shove in the back. Yes, indeed, says referee George Coakley. And the man who was shoved gets up and doesn't waste any time. That's number 12, Rory Beachiner, and leaves the free, I think, for Derek Gosnell. I'm not sure. I told him going to be Derek at Hogan, floating it in dangerously. Oh! And it's fisted by the big man who had all the advantages there. That's Miles Costello. Miles did very well. The goalie couldn't do a thing about that. No false goalie, no false full back even, because it was a perfect ball in for Miles, and Miles did the right thing. First time, fisted it in the air, into the back of the net. Now Ballinora with a hill to climb. 10.5 minutes gone. Gachu agus Coolin ex Scoil agus Ghanaian score fósig Ballinora. Kick to Evelina, Adogant, eg Adrian. Voltage Dr. Glow to get Gosnell. Gosnell, right footed in, dangerous ball, cornerback has to get it. Got it very well. Will he get it a second time? Here's the big man again, sizing up those goals. Yes, over the bar. He didn't hesitate there. A touch of the Sciath, he's about that one. Grabbed the ball, looked up, and belted it over the bar. He'll be a hard man to mind for the rest of this game. Ballinora trying for all their work to open up an attack on the far side. But Beaumont say no. The person saying no is Beaumont's number 4, Rory O'Sullivan. Also plays rugby for Cork Constitution, and on that occasion I think he was guilty maybe of picking the ball off the ground. which you may have learned in the rugby code. Ach, Shacoin, Scoil Bara Rish, agus if a hooked of shoot, Bara Hennebury, Howland, the Villeden Park, if a Doyle who's playing very well so far, Rory Beecher, very lively as Rory, never gives up, there he goes again. On this occasion, he's a little bit over exuberant and he's guilty of a push in the back and his opposite number, and it will be a free out for Ballinora. Now a chance for them perhaps. Mark looks inside, drives a long ball in, full back and full forward, going up for it. The full back wins on this occasion and bats it out, but only as far as Anthony McSweeney. Anthony looking for room to swing that left foot, puts it in inside and it's belted away in great fashion there by the Scoil Bara full back line. But again, Ballinora Rionn C, centre half forward, Robert Honan, lovely style. But he loses the ball, maybe took too much out of it. 3 Scoil Bara men around him. They look up and find the man outside. Lovely football from Scoil Bara so far. Good interception there, but unfortunately for Eamon Brophy, he slipped and Scoil Bara have a chance. This time Michael O'Donoghue doesn't mess around, he flakes it out on the ground on the far side, over the line. Agus kick Tavlina Vegaun. The Scoil Bara and the Villeden Park, and I think it's Mr. O'Driscoll that's down there consulting with Mr. Ware, I'm not sure. With the rain and the rain gear on him, I'm not quite sure who's there. Lanimid and Immert on Farmore, Sinead Miles putting it out to the Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane, as his nickname is Rory Beechner, but this time Pat Spillane takes it off the ground. Agus kicks there of Egaun. The Ballinora badly need a score. If they could get any score at all at this stage, it would raise their hats and get them back into the game. But so far, they've hardly penetrated past the Beaumont half-back line. Trying to get it out is Eamon. Kieran Tuig, being hit very hard. Succeeds in getting it as far as Mark Rock. Mark left footing it. But a great back play by Scoil Bara. Thundering out on this occasion was Adrian Collin. He was unfortunate. He was tackled first and he had to sidestep that tackle. And just as he sidestepped, he had to sidestep a second one. Took too many steps with the ball and conceded a free. There's number 2, Derek Remington of Ballinora, coming out with that ball, being fouled as he did so. Free out. Scoil Bara looking very composed as we've played 14 minutes now, and they're doing everything right so far. Ballinora Aguirre, Rionn C, but that mighty half-back line of Scoil Bara, Dollery, Collin and Daly, nothing passing them so far. There's the other centre half-back, Desmond Lynch. Desmond drives it high. Not a great ball for the forwards, but one of the forwards is Honan. A mighty catch. He fists it out, trying to open up the play to Michael Hurley. Hurley trying to get it out to 13. 13 is Anthony McSweeney, but Anthony's beaten on this occasion and the ball is driven out to the far side. However, Ballinora getting a slight bit more of the play in the last 2 or 3 minutes, trying to get it in, but no say Beaumont again. That's Rory O'Sullivan out on the far side, onto Beecher. Beecher, toe to hand, lovely style. He's hooshed off the ball and loses it. He'll be back in there himself trying to block centre half back Desmond Lynch. Lynch trying to clear it. He'll have to clear it again, or will this one bounce wide? No, it won't. He picks it up very near the line, turns away from his marker, being marked very tight, left footing it out. A great clearance and a late tackle. Will the free be from where the ball lands? Yes, indeed. And the Beaumont boys showing commendable sportsmanship there. Leave the ball down on the spot and run away to mark up their men. It's kicked over to the far side. Very, very tight tussling for it. Eventually it's won by Michael Hurley. But Hurley's kick is a poor one, out over the line on the far side. Kick to Evlina Vegaun, the Scoil Bara Beaumont. Agus an Fertach on Hogant, Adrian Collin Rish. Agus here the Ferronid and Sonnach Nickamar. Oh, Ballinora, they must be worried. And again, Ballinora trying for all their work, but there's Adrian Collin, no messing, putting the toe to it first time and getting Beaumont into an attack, and here they come. Chance, there's a man inside, give it into him. Lovely ball in, goalie comes out. Well done, goalkeeper, and gets a left foot to it. Great save there because the forward was in top, but the danger is still not cleared. A mighty effort from Barry Hennebury, but on this occasion Barry was unlucky. It goes to the right as we look at it and goes wide. 2-2 for Scoil Bara, that's 8 points. Gone in, score 4 side Ballinora. Ballinora, Eric Rionn series, but Beaumont are all over them so far. Failing to gather it first time was Michael O'Sullivan, gathering it second time and getting Beaumont into the attack. Edward Mooney trying to add to it. It's half cleared by Ballinora, and Ballinora's number 10, Michael Hurley, was pushed in the back. He'll take the free himself, looking inside, trying to find number 13, Anthony McSweeney. Anthony getting no change at all so far from Rory O'Sullivan for Scoil. Scoil backs, marking very tight, coming first time to the ball. The ones they can catch, they're pulling on, and they're giving very little away. Oh, a mighty catch in the centre there from Honohan, surely, by the style of the way he caught it. It might break to him again. It doesn't. It's Barry Hennebree, I think, bring it down along the ground. Messing there by the Beaumont boys. Eventually it comes nicely for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, toe to hand, turning nicely inside, avoiding a kamikaze tackle and right footing it into the danger man inside on Falkmore. But on this occasion he's beaten. Surely a free out. Yes, number 2, Brendan McSweeney, was annoyed with the free, but then glad he got the free. Annoyed with the tackle rather, but glad he got the free. Agus tá far under the dollar bark, Dermid lived her ball on the Ballinora. Ballinora must be very worried. As Mr. Bohan there sends on number 18. That's Willie Dineen. I'm not sure who's come off. We'll tell you more about it later. At the moment it's a throw ball. Ivradoya Gamahadan Bark, Sinead Mark Rock. So Mark is gone and Willie Dineen is in for Ballinora. Ballinora need a score badly at the moment. Can Honohan supply it? Nice fisted ball inside. Will it break nicely? First time on the ground. Should be a 45, yes. A good block there by Stuart Dallery. He had to block it. He covered great ground there to make up the distance. And now Ballinora with a chance perhaps, as I think that's Mr. Bohan. I'm not quite sure, as I say, on the wet day when hair is wet. Yes, it is Mr. Bohan. Hair is wet and everything. It's hard to recognise, fellas. A mighty kick in into the danger area. Fisted in, and oh, a lovely fisted effort. Just over the bar, but at least it opens Ballinora's scoring with 18.5 minutes played. They needed that one badly. Can they come in again? No, they can't, says Barry Hennebree. And Barry puts it down to Beechner on the far side. Lovely style from Rory Beechner. Toe to hand, and just takes enough out of it, and then kicks it into the big man, breaking it down to himself. He'll put it along the ground. It could break inside. It does break inside to 15. Mark Healy. Mark trying to gather it. Should put it across the goals. Goalkeeper does well. Does O'Donoghue and belts it out on the far side. Very near the line there, going for it. It's gone over the line on the far side. Kick to Evelyn if you're going. The Scoil Vara. Tóca Glóte agus Boltish Dakahard. Up they go. Fisted down. As far as James Bennett. James. Nice balling to Honohan. Honohan along the ground, but the man he was looking for slipped. That was Willie Dineen, the sub. Unlucky. And there we have the half-time whistle. Score at half-time. Scoil in a commanding lead. 2-2 for them. 1 single point for Ballinora. Bemich National and Tarnala. Agus an Tarnala, Dírach Tosnaha. 7 points between the teams. Scoil in a 7-point lead, but this game is far from over. 20 minutes to go. Ballinora always fight hard, and they're fighting hard right now, right down under us. Ball very near the sideline gathered, gone over the sideline. As we see Mr. Bohan there putting up his hood. He had a lot of words to say at half-time to his team. They didn't play badly in the first half, it's just that Scoil played very well. And everything went right for them as well, let it be said. Ballinora, Gearigan, Leroy de Vulamak, a good block in there from Barry Hennebree, I think it was, or was it Rory Beechner? It was Rory Beechner, did the blocking, and it will be a sideline for Brendan McSweeney. Brendan drives it long and hard, breaking off a Scoil boot. That was number 7, William Daly. William put it out over the line, didn't stand in ceremony. And for the first year in many, many years, Ballinora are here at Pairc Ui Caoimh without Mr. Noel Scannell, who has now moved to Bela Hungaric, where he is now the principal. And Ballinora, no doubt, will have missed his influence. A great man for the handball and for the Gaelic games out there. Mr. Bohan, of course, issuing instructions left, right and centre down there. And his team are far from out of it yet. If they could get a goal, they'd be back and back well into the game. And Faratach and Iogant na Honohan. Bull to go hard with that left foot. A great ball in. What way will it break? Will it break for a forward or for a back? It's Pairc Ui Caoimh stole him a Rionn Sin. Sinead Markeely must be switched back into the backs for the second half. Yes, indeed he is. Look at Scoil Scoil Barra reach. They seem to have made a lot of room. Dangerous ball, well caught by Paul O'Neill. Paul, throw the hand. And right foots it down along the wing. Looks towards the referee. Thought he deserved a foul there. He was dragged a little bit just as he kicked it. That's the way it goes sometimes. Ball gone over the line. And there we see Mr. Curran over on the far side. Mick Curran with his umbrella. He won't be too happy with the way things are going so far. And the kick is taken, it breaks over there. It's gathered by Ballinora's ever on the edge, Gerard Lane. Gerard Lane trying to get through, but he's blocked by two Scoil Barra men. First time again, in it goes and it breaks inside. This is the way it goes. Brilliant blocking though by Ballinora, but now a chance for Beechiner. Beechiner, the danger man, turns around and tackle, turns around another, hooks it across. It's fisted in, back of the net. Back of the net by the big man. He did the right thing, did Miles Costello, but all the credit truly must go to Rory Beechiner, who held the head. He was at a very awkward angle. The goalkeeper came out, he turned, tipped it across the goals, and Miles Costello first timed it with the fist into the back of the net. On kick talk, this one looks to be going over the bar. Yes, it does, to increase a huge... And again, Scoil Barra, all Scoil Barra now on the attack. The ball breaks inside, another chance for them. Along the ground, oh, goalie, 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 it's gone in. It's gone in, unfortunately, there. Surely now that is that. Michael O'Donoghue let that one slip through his fingers and the umpire was in the right spot. It was gone over the line. And everything going Scoil Barra's way. I can see Ballinora coming back now. Honan will try for all he's worth. He's there again. Out around the centre of the field, fisted on, don't wait for it, Ballinora. The man who's back there is Mark Healy, playing good football since he's moved back to help his defence. He's moving upfield now again. And Scoil Barra Rionn C. Nice ball into Miles. Miles looked towards the goal. He's blocked down first time. Catches it again. Is robbed. It's towed in and it's half blocked inside. Scoil Barra Rionn C. Need football, but the ball is kicked away by the Ballinora defence. In Akelish Taobh Líne, Ima Haran Taobh Líne. Agus kick Taobh Líne Vegaun. And Faratach on Hogan to stolen na Barra Hinnebry. She. Barra looks in towards that goal. Right footed in, it's another dangerous ball in inside, it breaks. Backs trying to get it, one of them is Everado coming out. He's surely fouled, yes indeed is Brendan McSweeney. Will he take it himself? He will. Man calling for it out there. He finds a free man and not a very good ball could work out for Ballinora. And that's Robert Honan. Honan picks it again. He's shoved in the back, surely. Yes, indeed, by Adrian Collin. And Robert leaves it for centre-half back. Desmond Lynch. Desmond drives it high. Down towards the forward line, 15 in there. Is Barra Casey. Barra making tracks for goals. He's charging, says the referee, and it will be a free out. We've played 5.5 minutes of the second half. A yawning gap between the sides. Caracul agus 3 Colleen, it's called Barra. Colleen Varnig Ballinora. And everything going Scoil Barra's way. The free is taken, and away comes Scoil Barra again. Toe the hand, drops it, then kicks it. Nice ball inside. Failed to catch it, and it's grabbed by centre-half back Desmond Lynch for Ballinora. Now Ballinora with a chance maybe to open up an attack to Everett. That's Michael Hurley. Michael drives it in. It's a dangerous ball. It's fisted down. What way will it break? It's gone wide, unfortunately. Full forward Cathal O'Connor fisted it on. Unfortunately for Anthony McSweeney, the break didn't go to him in it. Glided wide on the far side. Kick out for Scoil Barra. Over to the far wing. Trying to find the loose man. The loose man is Barry Hennebury. Barry gathering it nicely and putting it nicely up along the wing. It eludes 2 or 3 players and skids along the ground there. Agus Scoil Barra Rionn C and far more takamach. First time again, in along the ground. Should be a backs ball. Indeed it is. Ooh, picked clean off the ground there by corner back. And that's the type of thing you can't afford to do. Resultant free coming in to take it is Adrian Collin. Adrian organising his forces, looking in towards the goal, driving it left-footed, driving it high. The big man is up, puts the fist to it again, doesn't connect on this occasion. It's cleared, but only as far as Adrian. Adrian will solo through and try for a point. He belts it high. Could he get a goal? Indeed he could, very close to one, and it's belted away along the ground by Ballinora. That's Robert Honan. He's being marked very, very closely, but Robert tigerishly drives it out. But 1, 2, 3, 4 Scoil Barra men around that ball, but none of them get it. Funnily enough, the man who gets it is every day, Michael Hurley. Puts a long ball in, out comes Anthony McSweeney. Anthony looking inside, giving a good pass to James Bennett. Bennett to the hand, looking towards the goal, kicking it in, but kicking it wide. Unfortunate miss for him. They'd need to get those now if they were to have any hope at all of getting back into this game. Foul committed over there, quick free taken by Ballinora. Rionn there and Rionn C. Toe to hand, that must be Honan with that left foot. Lovely ball in, a dangerous ball in, and those are the ones just aren't going their way. Just at the wrong side of the post again, so Scoil Barra breathe easily. They kick out. Beechner grabs it, turns around his man nicely. Right foots it up along the wing. Good ball, opening up the play. Give it in, give it in. Indeed, Mark Healy does just that. Into Miles. Miles loses it first time, but sensibly puts it along the ground. 1, 2, 3 men there, touched up nicely to one of them. That's Michael O'Sullivan. Is it Michael? Going through, looking towards that goal, right, putting it in, and ooh, dangerously wide. Michael is a small little fellow, but there's plenty of football in him. Playing at midfield. It's rarely you see two small lads like Michael and Barry Hennebury playing midfield, but both of them playing excellently. Chacoinarisha. He's on the ground, he turns like a Tory top, fisted out nicely. Lovely football to his midfield partner, Hennebury, dangerous ball, fisted in, and a great goal. A great goal by Derek Gosling. Scoil Barra doing everything correctly. That's very good football. 5-3 for them, 1 single point for Ballinora. Tá Cléise Hart a Caoimh ó éabh cúrsa amide. High ball in again. This one goes wide from the boot of Derek Gosnell, the man who just scored the goal a moment ago. And Scoil Barra rampant now. One of the men who was rampant is Beechner, who just at his jersey tested there did Rory Beechner, and it will be a free. Will he take it himself? He wants to take it. But no, says Barry Hennebury, it's my job. And Barry looks towards goal, right puts it in dangerously. It's belted in and belted over the bar by Gosnell again. One-way traffic now. It's very hard to blame Ballinora. They tried their hearts out in the first half and early in the second half, but just nothing at all went their way. There is no way that one could say that their Scoil Barra are that much better than Ballinora, as the scoreboard isn't a true reflection of the game. But Scoil Barra have done everything right, played copybook football. No, the heart has gone out of Ballinora now. Even Robert Honan there was so full of life earlier on. And here comes Beechner. Toe the hand, lovely style. Cuts inside, over the bar. Beautiful football indeed. It's turning into a bit of an exhibition now for Scoil Barra. Well grabbed there by Desmond Lynch. Desmond powering out, half blocked. In fact, shouldered over the line. That's the way it goes. The resultant sideline is kicked in, it breaks inside to the big man, swings that right foot at Frank Stapleton, and this one goes wide. Quite cool, because quite cool, Scoil Barra Cúlí na bháinnig Ballinora agus Scoil bara Rionn C arís. An uair seo búilte amach riomh a trídiag. Sin é Eamon Dwyer, Eamon putting it back into the centre. Desmond Lynch with the quick free. Along the ground it's put, should be a Scoil bara ball, as indeed it is. Stalwart Colin there, Adrian blocking it. And now Barry Hennebury driving it up along to the small man, but the good man, Beechner, looking inside, trying to get a nice ball into the corner. He's blocked down. Barry Hennebury will take it. In towards the corner, is grabbed inside by Beechner. Beechner looks towards the goals. He's blocked on this occasion. The ball is kicked over the line. Kicked Evelyn if you're going to Scoil bara. As Barry Hennebury yet again belts it in, up they go inside. The backs grab this one. They belt it out high and long. Grabbed again and added to. Out along the line, but only as far as William Daly. William Daly puts it back into the danger area, and back helping a beleaguered defence is Robert Honahan. Robert toe to hand, long down along the wing. But it's grabbed over there by Derek Remington. Derek Remington is blocked on this occasion. But however, a foul is committed, agus ní háta sé mear an Dave Líne, agus desún á línti go hóga an Caoimh. Drives it high, but only as far as one of the Scoil bara boys, and away comes Scoil bara again, along the ground. Ballinora trying to break up the attack, succeed in doing so, toe to hand, looking for a free man. The free man is a sub who has just come on, number 16, racing into position there, and almost getting the ball the minute he came on the field. That's Colin Dummigan for Ballinora. Ballinora striving for a consolation score. Yeah. Line ball for Ballinora. And Faratakan Hogan Madiasun Olinchik right foots it. Looks like it could bounce wide. No, it stopped inside, still in play, the full forward, turning and twisting. Fisted across, well played. But look at those backs, they're like bees around him. And he swings, he's happy to take the point. That's all he could take there. The backs were down on top of him. And another sub on for Ballinora. That's number 20, William Morrissey. You can say at least that he played in Pairc Ui Caoimh. Time ticking away. The kick out, and as I say it, Tarnadog Shetican Raytor, Scoil bara, Bua Anabaka Sunnagus, Bua Teltica, Ballinora tried for all they were worth, but they had no answer on the day. Two. Beautiful, skillful football from a very, very good Scoil bara side. Bua, Rionn C, and Scoil bara, Beaumont.
go down.
Well done,
Well,
Barry.
yeah, you're okay, Barry, boy. Go way down now, go down to the bottom. Good boy.
Well done, Rory. Well done, Moynes. Well done, lads. Stroke.
Agus tá míid réaglatas nó the final of Rionn G of Scoil. 12-a-side game, and the teams playing in this final are Blarney Street CBS against Brook Lodge. Blarney Street playing in the blue with gold trim. Blarney Street. In goals, Garrod O'Connell. Ivradó, Brian O'Coughlin. Ivra 3, Jason O'Connell. Agus Ivra 4, Darren McCorrig. Ivra 5, Dahi O'Lynchig. Ivra 6, Paul O'Caoimh. Ivra 7, Alan O'Cahain. Ivra 8, Neil O'Daltoon. Ivra 9, Nollaig de Brún. Agus Ivra 10, Paul O'Brien. Ivra 11, Lyad O'Caile. Agus Ivra 12, Cinna O'Keneally. The Ferronite substitutes: 13, Donal O'Sullivan. 14, Declan Haggerty. 15, Sean O'Lynchig. 16, David O'Keefe. 17, Keith O'Mwenig. 18, Garrod O'Sullivan. 19, Troy O'Mahony. 20, Stefan O'Halaha. And 21, Kieran O'Lynchig. Sin, Scoil, Shrod and Vlarnan. Agus an ish, Kilruan, playing in maroon. In goals, number 1, Martin Lavelle. Number 2, Neil Bennett. Number 3, Ian Carroll. Number 4, Alan Dwyer. Number 5, Tom O'Connor. Number 7, Michael Casey. Number 7, Michael